Hola, mi amigos, bienvenidos. Guys, welcome to the channel. Thank you for tuning in. Hey, today I want to talk about my top 10 tips on purchasing real estate in the Dominican Republic. And a lot of these tips can be used no matter what country you're in. But I'm talking about here in the DR. If you're a subscriber already, thank you. I really appreciate it. If you're not a subscriber, what are you waiting on? It's free. I would appreciate it. But my subscribers would like this. Thank you. All right, number one, don't be in a rush. Don't be in a rush to purchase a particular property. I know it may seem like you may miss out on the property, but nothing is just burning down the house. There's property coming on and off the market. There's property that's been on the market for a while. There's properties coming. So don't be in a rush. Don't feel pressured. A lot of people say to rent. Just come to the country and maybe rent a year or 6 months and see if you like it. So if you want to rent for a year or rent for 6 months, hey, go ahead and do it if you can. But if you just want to come over here and buy a property, be patient, don't be in a rush, and find out which area you actually want to be in. Come here, put your feet on the ground. There's nobody better to tell you about if a particular area is your style than yourself. So, if you're going to be investing money here, you need to come down. You need to take the vacation. You need to come down for a few weeks or a few months, check it out, see which area that you want to stay in, or if it's not for you at all. And make sure the area you pick is the place that you want to be at. Do your due diligence. Number 9, you want to be aware of the amount of noise and music and your neighbors. Neighbors can make or break a place. It can make or break a place. So you want to visit these neighborhoods and see exactly how the daily living is the best you can. You can't see it all. Don't get me wrong. You cannot see it all. But you want to come down, check out what's going on at night. Maybe stay in that particular area a few nights. Maybe, if it's in a condominium unit, maybe pick one of the condos that may be on Airbnb, stay there for a few nights, and then you'll get a good feel on how it is. But also understand there is a high and a low season, so you want to be mindful of that. So number 9 is the noise and the neighbors. You want to check that out. Number 8, you want to find a place that's got a good breeze. So I'm not talking about in the inner country. I'm talking about on the coastal regions. That's where I'm talking about investing in. But you want to find a place that's got a pretty decent breeze. It helps cool things off. It feels very good sometimes of the year or any time of the year. Breeze. I will not turn down a breeze here. I don't care what time of the year it is. So a good breeze, and just be aware of how your property sits compared to the sunrise and the sunset. Because if you're getting sun all day in your apartment, it's going to tend to be a lot warmer inside. But if the angle of your apartment or your home is where the sun is not really coming in, but you still get like some indirect sunlight, that's good. So a breeze and how much sunlight you get, and you have to know that, or you should know that. Number 7 is you want to check the ceiling heights. Yes, that's the heights of your ceiling. Are they 8.5 foot high? Are they 10 foot high? Do you have vaulted ceilings? Because heat rises, so you want that heat to go up where you're not feeling it. So I particularly love high ceilings no matter where I'm at. If I can get 10 foot, 9 foot, 10 foot, 12 foot, I'm going for that. So you might want to just look into that. Number 6, which level do you want to live on? If you're in an apartment complex or condominiums, do you want to be on the first floor? Do you want to be on the second floor? Or where do you want to be? You have to take that into consideration, because on the first floor, it's very easy to get in and out and move. You don't have to go upstairs or worry about an elevator. So you're able to move very swiftly. But on the other side, you don't have as much privacy being on the first floor. You don't get the best breeze on the first floor. So you have to take these things into consideration. Are you someone that's upper in age? You don't want to do a lot of stairs. You don't want to do a lot of steps. So you might consider a first floor. Or if you're looking for more of a view, more of a breeze, So there's something that you have to think about. Number 5, you need to check out what's the electricity rate in your area. Do you have one of the private electricity companies running your electricity that's in charge of your electricity, or do you have one of the other ones that's cheaper? I don't know what's the name of it or who runs the other one, but you know, some places charge is like, 18 pesos per kilowatt or like 33 cents per kilowatt. That's what we're paying. It's kind of high, but we have reliable electricity also, but we pay for it. And your monthly bill could be very, very high depending on how much you use the electronics, the stove, the toaster, the microwave, and especially the air conditioning. So you have to take that in consideration. You don't want to be electricity poor, paying all your money to electricity. So you have to think about that. But if there's not an issue in your budget, then do you. Number 4 is very important. You need to check or see if you can find out if the area has flooding, like in heavy rains or light rains. There's a lot of places here that floods when it rains, like apartment buildings, like parking lots. I've seen cars covered over just like 20 minutes of raining. One place I was looking at, the realtor told me, hey, that's not a good place. It looks nice, but it floods every time it rains. The parking lot gets flooded. You really can't go in and out. You got to wait till it recedes. So you need to check and see if your area floods a lot. Number 3, you need to check and to know the HOA or the condo fees if you have those fees. You need to check out the HOA, the condo fees, the monthly fees, because they can range anywhere from $20 to like $400 per month. I'm talking about per month. So you need to know that. You want to make sure you got something that's sustainable. You don't want to, you don't want to get worn out the first year on paying these fees. They can add up, especially if you're not renting or you're not doing the Airbnb. So you need to know off the top, what's the HOA fees? What's the condo fees? You need to know. Number two is usually number 1 in my list, but it is location. Most times that's number 1. And that falls in the line of like resale value. If you ever wanted to sell your property, what is the demand in that area? Are people looking to invest there? Do you have foreign money coming in, foreign investors? People coming from different countries. Where are they looking to invest in? So that's one thing you might want to take into consideration. And also, if you're looking to be on the coast, why would you buy somewhere that's an hour away from the coast? The country is not that big, so you should find somewhere that's near the coast, near the beach, if that's what you're looking for. But location is key. All right, the number 1 tip I got for buying property here is to find a quality realtor and a quality attorney. Someone that's trusted, someone that, a lot of people recommend, because, you got to do the background check on the title. You got to make sure everything's clear. You got to make sure everything's up to date as far as the condo fees. You got to do a lot of that. So you have to make sure that you find someone good. And it's hard to do because if you're not from this country, you just don't know. But there are some that are very well known. You will pay more for their services, especially for the lawyer. At least you can feel confident that you're not going to get screwed over, just to make it plain. Because, you got realtors everywhere. Everybody's a realtor around here. So you have to be mindful. That's the number 1 tip. Try to find a good realtor and a good trusted lawyer that knows what they're doing. So those are my top 10 tips for investing and buying property in the DR. Guys, thanks for watching. Remember, hit that like button, subscribe, share, notification bell. But guys, thanks for watching. Remember, watch out for coconuts. Peace.